Yeah, my name is Ed Andorra. I'm 23 years old. I work as an economist and I'm from the eastern suburbs of Sydney. My hobbies, I'm actually quite an annoying, boring person. I like going to the gym, I like going to the beach, maybe going for drinks, and I guess you could call Survivor a hobby. I'm too obsessed with it, so yeah. The way I describe Sydney is like a pretty girl that's never had to work on her personality, so she's a little bit dull. So Sydney, the best thing about living here is the beaches and the nature and the ocean, everything's lovely, but in the way of culture and life and entertainment, we are sorely lacking. So I don't know how interesting it is, but I'd say one semi-interesting fact about me is that I'm an uncle of 4 nieces and nephews, because I've got 2 much older half-siblings. If I could travel anywhere in the world, it would be the US right now. I did an exchange there a few years ago, and I really want to go back and see all my friends again, and I've got a trip coming up planned to do just that. If I could have dinner with anyone, it would 100% be Taylor Swift. I need to get tickets to the Eras Tour. It's going to be vicious, and I also need to hear her sing about 25 songs live. So yeah, Taylor Swift. Okay, my go-to karaoke song would have to be Love Story by Taylor Swift because it's just so well known. If not Love Story, I would do the song You Belong With Me by Taylor Swift. If not You Belong With Me by Taylor Swift, I would do 22 by Taylor Swift. If not 22, I would do Bad Blood by Taylor Swift or The Climb by Miley Cyrus. My strategy for Survivor Canberra would be to align with potentially players that don't know too much about the game and take out the players that I think are going to be big threats. Particularly, I'd also like to take out all the men. I don't like men very much. I think that we're a terrible species. So I would like to work with the women and eliminate the men if possible. In terms of what moves I'd like to make, I feel like flying under the radar and just trying to get to the end is a silly way to play the game, especially a 2-day game in Canberra. Like, no matter whether you're last or first, you're gonna go home the next day, it'll be fine. So I'd like to play as big as possible from the start, make those moves, see if I can flip on people, find idols, maybe win an immunity, anything like that, and we'll see how that goes. I would like to actively be looking for advantages. Of course, I don't want to be seen, and that's going to be a whole risk versus reward at that current moment. But if I see something, I think I'm going to have to grab it. You can't pass up those opportunities. I would say that my biggest strength in the game is going to be my social game, and just getting to know people and endearing them to me. I think I can charm people and win them over. But I also wouldn't underestimate my strategy. I think I'm going to be able to outwit the other players. I think my biggest weakness in the game might be that I'm too controlling and I like things done my way, and that I only really see the game maybe from my perspective, and I'm not going to consider what other people want. And if people start to consider that, then they're just going to send me home. I think people are going to see me as villain. I hope people are going to see me as villain, because if they see me as a hero, it means I failed and I played a really boring game. The only way in which I see myself being a hero is if maybe I end up on the bottom and I have to fight my way to the end. But in that case, I would like to be not a hero, not a villain, but an anti-hero, as Queen Taylor Swift once said. If I end up on the bottom, I think the best plan of attack is to endear yourself to the people in the majority, find common ground, and see who likes you. Because at the end of the day, if you like someone more than the person in your alliance, you might be tempted to save them. So I think I would try work people, charm my way in, and see what cracks I can exploit. If I were to win the game, it would be because I thought everything through and I played and got to the end with 2 people that I know the jury like less than me. I think I would like to be remembered as someone who took every risk they could, who didn't hold back, who didn't play quietly, didn't sit under the radar, just went for it and was fun and was really, really attractive.